All right, so one of the things that's a little bit different about working on this next project is that we're working with highlights instead of shadows. And typically we're used to laying down the dark values and letting the white of the paper stand out. So today you're going to be doing a quick exercise that's just going to help you maybe start to realize those things in a different way with what supplies we have here at school. So in your little kit that I gave you, there will be a piece of white paper that I'll have make sure the sub hands out to you. There will be a nice Dixon Ticonderoga pencil that is yours to keep, free of charge. You're welcome. And a piece of willow charcoal. The willow charcoal is just going to be used as the base to kind of help us get started. You will also have in that baggie, which I need to go to the store and buy today, paper towel. Paper towel is just to help you keep your hands clean for the most part because we don't really want to be using the sinks. But I will make sure that there are baby wipes available for you if necessary. So what I want you to do is I just want you to clear your paper off, and then I want you to take your charcoal, your willow charcoal, and I just want you to color it in. Ooh, sometimes it squeaks. And again, any of these supplies that I give you, anything that we work with in class, they are yours to keep. So feel free to keep them, put them in your art kit. I don't want anything back, especially the paper towel. So I'm just going to kind of color this, lay this value down, and then if I want to in my paper towel, I'm just going to blend it in. If that's not dark enough for you, feel free to try, and every piece of willow is a little bit different. Some of the pieces that you get will be really, really dark and come off really soft. This one's a little bit more of a, I guess like a more firm, or a, ooh, sorry, squeak gets me. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Nice. So I'm just gonna blend this in. So I got this nice little dark spot that I'm gonna work with. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up my pencil and I'm gonna draw what we call subtractively. So I'm going to be drawing my image. I'm going to be removing the dark to create highlights. Now this is up to you what you want to do. If you want to choose to use this as an opportunity to work on more drapery and kind of practice your drapery, you can use this as a time to work on a portrait, facial features, things like that. So I would have some sort of a reference maybe, but then what you're doing is you're just going to take your pencil and you're just going to start working with value. So you're going to be drawing and kind of scumbling with your eraser to be lifting value from the paper. I'm just going to kind of, right now I'm just kind of going on basic memory essentially. As I'm doing this, I'm just going to kind of pay close attention to where I'm removing that value from. But I'm essentially taking away material instead of adding it to the paper. To kind of get these details. And I'm also free, if I want to, come back through and work where I want my contrast to be a little bit darker. I can kind of work that back in. Use the charcoal for those areas. And I want that to be a little bit darker in here. The willow kind of goes away pretty quick. Like if you lay it down, it stays pretty dark. You can get, you keep working that eraser a little bit, you can get pretty bright highlights. So you're just kind of working in reverse. So understanding where to find those highlights and how those relate to the shadows around them, and just kind of paying attention to those details. So I'm going to give you some time today to kind of play with it and see if there's something you want to draw. Like I said, you can go into doing whatever you want. You can make it be drapery. It can be an animal. It could be a horse. It could be a cow. I had somebody draw a cow the other day with charcoal. It could be whatever you choose. But just kind of working with the charcoal laying it down, picking it up, and understanding that it doesn't have to be permanent where it lays. And and learning how to work through the process of understanding your shadows and understanding your highlights and where those areas of contrast will be. And like again, sometimes it doesn't have to be blended. I'm just going to kind of lay out what I want to with my charcoal. Then I can come back and decide I want that ear to be a little bit more highlight, more well highlighted. So laying down value and then removing it and working in a subtractive method is just going to be something I think that will help you understanding how to generate those highlights with your current drapery project. And plus it's just kind of fun to be able to do something like this and kind of mix it up. Okay? You guys good with that? All right. So I'm going to play it with mine a little bit and then we'll be good to go.